You there, stop! Announce yourself! You bear the insignia of the White Scars. Then you must be the reinforcements! Quickly then. The demons await below. The battle begins.
Yo dog, Katie Boucher here, Next Level Painting. We have a sweet battle report today. I have a real quick 1500 point army breakdown. We normally don't do 1500 points, but we all know it's a very competitive point level. This is the classic Super Friends, scaled down. I got 2 tactical squads in Rhinos, 10 man strong with flamers. Got the classic command squad, all grav guns. Couple storm shields sprinkled in for flavor. The chapter master, AKA the stallion who mounts the world. I've got Khan, of course. And then I ally in some flavor from Company of the Great Wolf. 2 Iron Priests on Thunderwolves with Cyberwolves, and the Wolf Priest.
What's up, MBG here today with a look at my army I'm going to be running in this battle report. It's a typical 7th edition demon bomb that we've all kind of come to know and love. Some of us hate it maybe, but I like it. It's pretty fun. So what I'm running today is 2 Great Unclean ones here that basically kind of hang out in the backfield, guard objectives, guard the pink cores, just kind of being a nuisance to anything that comes too close. Then I've got 2 Demon Princes loaded out with all sorts of gifts and things, and they go out, they do the heavy lifting, get stuff done, hopefully. A squad of 3 Nurglings that just kind of hangs out or deep strikes in and just harasses the enemy, and 2 squads of 11 pink horrors that just I use them to cast and do different things like that, just the, you know, general offensive slash defensive slash summoning capability. They're kind of the Swiss Army knife these days. And then I got a bunch of demons up here in the front that I'm just going to be using to summon in. So we'll see what I get and what I can do.
And you know second power is deployment?
Yeah.
Because you said so first.
Oh.
Roll 6.
I got 5. Good enough.
Obviously.
I will set up first. What is it, Dawn of War? Yeah, so it's Dawn of War, and we got a 5 objective mission. So, you know, placing stuff is clutch. Classic Chaos versus, you know, Space Marines. You know, it's the age-old tale here. And I definitely wanted to set up my pink horrors in cover because I don't want to lose those warp charge points.
Yeah, no doubt. Everyone knows that a horror in cover, going to ground's got a 3+ cover save, reroll on once, is one of the best troop choices in the game, point for point. 90 points for 10 of them. Get out of here, man. I also noticed you're going central deployment on me.
Yeah, well, the thing was, I knew that you're playing White Scars. I know you have those, you know, those outflankers and, you know, fast-moving hit-and-run stuff. So I want to be able to react to you if I have to.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, same thing. I'm trying to go with the gut too. You know, we're playing the Mission 7 from the People's Missions packet. So that means we have a modified Maelstrom of War. We have a different objective every turn, set in stone. And we're both going to be fighting over the center on turn 2.
And so the first mission was you must control any objective, and you must also destroy at least 1 enemy unit in your player turn. And I think we both kind of had the same idea that this would be difficult.
Right, no doubt. So right here, I'm jumping into my scout. Like everyone knows that White Scars with Khan, they get to scout up. So I'm trying to scout up. I'm trying to see if I can get lucky. I'm gonna try to pop some shots off at a Demon Prince. Obviously, a Demon Prince with a 2+ cover save and probably a 4 feeling of pain. Ain't gonna do nothing much there. But I am going to try to get lucky, but I'm still going to be positioned to objective 2. And I know that puts me in an awkward situation to receive a charge, but I assume he'll fail one of his charges.
Yeah, and I know that I'm just going to go up the gut. I'm going to try to take the center because that's a future objective. And I know also that I rolled up, you know, warp speed, and I'm not sure that Kenny caught onto it at that point.
Yeah, I got caught slipping, man, you know, so you can see here I got charged, man. I mean, like...
And getting charged by 2 Demon Princes with Bell Sword is no joke. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, man, that's the problem. So like, so like I said, to reevaluate the tactic, the idea was to sucker him in to try to charge me with both Demon Princes on his turn 1. I thought he would for sure fail one because I think he had like an 8-inch charge and a 9-inch charge, right? Well, it turns out fleets is one of the things you get from Warp Speed. And when you have a 9-inch charge with Fleet and you get to roll any combination of dice and you have Muthu cover because you're a monstrous creature, it turns out 9s are pretty easy.
That's what happens right there. You get charged by 2 Demon Princes.
Yes.
Help the guy.
So I wasn't trying to get hit because also he gets, that guy has 10 attacks because he has 2 unwieldy weapons, a Bale Sword, and Warp Speed. I'm getting hit with 16 non-feel no painable attacks here. This is a problem that I did not anticipate on turn 1.
Yeah, so initially I just kind of cleared out the wolves and then I started going after, you know, his characters. Now I knew he'd want to hit and run out, but I wasn't going to give up any of that ground. And,
yes.
And also what you might have noticed there too was I stayed on the ground the whole time.
Yep, he ain't trying to get in the air because every time he's in the air, it would lose him a huge turn. So I'm able to like do a challenge with the Chapter Master with the Shield of Turn. I'm going to be able to suck up a lot of wounds. But the problem here is that I have a couple of Strength 10 guys that I need to protect because I need to wait till he's not an Eternal Warrior.
Yeah, and that's kind of clutch. So as soon as I fail something, that's when he needs to pounce on me. And unfortunately, up to this point, nothing was happening here.
Yeah, so here you can see that, you know, that's 48 attacks from just Cyber Wolves and counterattack. So this is actually, I mean, I am going to plug it. I am going to do some damage. I am going to almost kill a Demon Prince right here. He's going to be on his last wound. I'm going to do a wound to the other Demon Prince in a challenge. So the Company of the Great Wolf does have preferred enemy, and I do have counterattack. So that is pretty strong. I am not going to hit and run at the end of this. I've already decided, like, because since the second turn objectives be in the center, I can't have him consolidate out and just hold it down so I can't get to it.
I would have totally boxed you out of the center, and I knew that was going to be a thing. So also, and what I like about how his target priority was, he picked on the Demon Prince that was actually tougher. I had the extra wound, and I had the reroll invulnerable save, which was kind of interesting to see that he actually got taken out after 2 rounds of combat.
Yeah, I mean, I was going after the tougher guy. Also, I was trying to do some challenge stuff. Positioning kind of factored into that. You can't always get what you want, but you got to make it happen, you know? So obviously, we're in the consolidation phase here. This is it. This is end of turn pile-ins. We're about to go into the second turn.
All right, so now here, Kenny's coming in with his outflanking, which I was afraid of. And you can kind of see there that I'm still in a good position because I got my Great Unclean One right up the gut.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I separated my vehicles up, and you can see I'm sneaking the Rhino to the center. This is what my whole goal was, to just put an objective secure Rhino on the center objective and take the turn 2 Maelstrom objective, which is you must control the center objective. If you do this, you score 1 point. This puts me on the board 1-0 currently in turn 2. But I did split up some of my guys, combat squads, etc., so I can hit him from different angles. And I brought one of my units in to threaten him on one of the angles for the later turns.
Right, but not to be outdone, I had some tricks up my sleeve too. But it didn't look like I was gonna indeed control the center objective on turn 2 because of the objective secured Rhino. So remember, objective secured is still a big thing, guys.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It gave me a little bit of advantage early in the game for sure. You can see bringing my guys in, setting up to, you know, maybe bolter out some horrors, take some of his warp charge points away because he has 11-man squads. You guys know all those tricks. You know, that's classic. And but here's something interesting.
Yeah, now a lot of people forget that Nurglings actually have Deep Strike and Infiltrate, and I chose to leave him in reserve just to see where his reserves came on from, and then I kind of tried to counter Deep Strike based on his positioning and also where his objectives
You were also looking at turn 3, which is you must control an objective in your opponent's board half, and you must also destroy at least 1 enemy unit in your turn. So if you do that, you get a point. So basically, you're able to drop a little objective secure unit in my backfield, and so you can stag up to turn 3 point.
Yeah, I mean, and getting charged by 3 bases of Nurglings on 5 Space Marines actually is pretty.
It's a lot of attacks, man, and people aren't. I mean, also you whittled me down with some flicker fire. You did what you needed to do, so we're both going to end up scoring to turn 3 point. So it'll be. I'll still be leading by 1, but he's on the board 2 now.
Yeah, which is crucial for me because I'm already lagging behind. I have to plan for endgame at this point. I have to get some stuff on the board. I know I'm going to have to kill units. I'm going to have to do some summoning. I'm losing warp charge points. I got to get a Herald down. I got to start making moves.
And you can see that Demon Prince just going down.
Yep.
So he just lost a Demon Prince. The big strong-handed guy, he's coming in super hot.
Okay, that'll be different.
16.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so that was the warp charge. So I actually got the Herald down. I did what I needed to do. I started summoning things. Got my Flamers on the board. Started trying to beat back those outflankers.
Yeah, because also he's looking toward the future. That's what's interesting about this mission, is that it lets you see what you need to do in the future. So on turn 6, he needs to destroy a unit in the shooting phase. You must also control the center objective. He's looking toward that. I can tell that because he's summoning all these Flamers.
Yeah, and Flamers are the easiest way to burn down units. But right here, I miss a crucial summon, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Not only that, but I also must have to control an objective in my opponent's half of the table, and also an objective in my half of the table.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, I was just gonna summon in, and now I need to make some moves differently.
Yeah, no, things can change like rapidly. That's what, you know, being a good general is all about. Is like, you come up with a plan. Something goes south, you have to adjust, and you can see. He's doing that. He's taking over. He's taking over his objective side, my objective sides. You know, he's doing his thing. But you can also see in the mini map down there that I'm bringing my outflankers in. I'm coming into his side zones. You know, like just flanking. So I mean, it's definitely a battle of total wits at this point.
Yeah, no doubt. It's cat and mouse up to this point. You're a little bit ahead, but you know, I'm trying to hold the line. I'm trying to get back up the gut. I moved one of the Great Unclean Ones up because I lost that Demon Prince and I needed that extra support up the middle. And also I knew that destroying a unit also would be kind of easy because you had immobilized your Rhino at that point.
Yeah, so that's what I love about this mission, is that it's a Maelstrom of War theme, but you can make your plan. You know where you need to be on what turn, versus it changes in the middle of every turn. And I always feel that that's like being led around like a donkey with a carrot on a string. You know, I don't like that style of play. We are about to go into turn 4, though. So what was the turn 4 objective again?
Turn 4 was control an objective in your opponent's half and control one in your half. And that's what got me stymied.
This is one of the hardest ones.
It's a 2 objective point.
Yes. Unfortunately, though, you snagged it up, and so did I. All right, so we are absolutely starting to get into the later turns of this game.
Yeah, and this is where I really got to start making moves, because I have the ability to go ahead 2 objective points in turn 5 and 2 objective points in turn 6, which would definitely put me over the top here.
Right, yeah, this one is destroy an enemy unit in the assault phase, which is an easy one for you because that Rhino got immobilized center board.
Thank you.
That means you're just saving it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm not going to destroy it on turn 4, 3, or 2. I'm going to leave it until this turn so I can wreck it easily in hand-to-hand combat. Get these 2 points super easy.
Yep, still holding down the center. I was a little worried about those outflankers up there in the top right. You can kind of see them in the picture there. You know, so they were giving me a little bit of hassle, so I wanted to thin them down a little bit because I wanted to make those the squad that I was going to take out in turn 6.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I had a scramble here, and you can see I hit and run out of that combat finally.
And you start booking over to the other objective.
Yeah, I'm also going to take these little Nurglings out because I need to kill something in hand-to-hand combat too. Because Rob did make me go first because he wanted to close this game out, take that late game objective advantage.
I think that's super solid. When you know that it's going to come down to that at the very end, and you know objectives are involved, always try to not go first if you can.
If you can safely do that, like your army can jink there for 2 of cover, like you have Funeral Pains, like you are absolutely one of the people who can do that. So unfortunately, I'm going to snag these 2 points up too, still continuing to maintain my 1 point lead.
Yeah, I mean this is the kind of game you want to see. It's neck and neck the whole time. It's fun. It's exciting. There's a lot of dice rolls. There's a lot of narrative elements in this. You know, so it was a really fun, tight game.
Oh yeah, man! Like I enjoyed it. We also played like that. Earlier we noted that we played in 1,500 points. So we're playing some extremely low model count 1,500 point armies just for the sheer fun of it, because we do like to get in those big swirling melees in the middle of the table. We love to think less about like the big picture, more about like what's happening on the model's eye view.
Yeah, definitely. And like so right here, the Great Unclean One was rolling up on the rest of those outflankers. So I was getting my points and I was keeping up with you, but I was still down by 1 at this point.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, I got lucky, got on the board first, but I'm barely hanging in here. And here we are though. We're going into the last turn, and now I know I'm in trouble because I must hold the center objective and destroy something in the shooting phase. I basically can't do it. Like all I could do is stop you from getting the center so I can win the game. So I'm coming in on this this Great Unclean One in the center of the table. Basically, the smart play here is to stand exactly 3 inches away from the objective and just stand there and make him charge me. but that's not how I play Warhammer 40k. I'm gonna charge him, see if I can't get lucky with Khan and to kill him, and then consolidate back and maybe mitigate some of the damage. That's just how I do. I didn't make the smart play here, but I don't think it ultimately will matter because he does have a Demon Prince and another Great Unclean One in charge range of me.
And not only that, but I had some OBSEC secure units to sneak up and get within 3 inches of that center objective, as long as I held you right to where you were.
Yeah, man, that's kind of like I saw here immediately that I was not gonna get the turn 6 objective, and now I see why you brought the Screamers in, why you brought all the Flamers in, because now you're burning my guys out and you're gonna win this game because you're gonna score 2 points on turn 6. Want to know the trick to a perfect high five?
The lift the
Yeah, elbow every time.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You got it. Perfect high five.
And so, dear veterans, as the smoke clears and our heroes stand defeated, another story is forever seared on the face of time.